All right, plant lovers, you ready to dig into this?
Always.
Today we're diving into the world of marigolds, those like bright and sunny flowers. You
Yeah.
know, those ones that just seem to like brighten up any garden.
Mm-hmm.
And, you sent in this really interesting blog post called Notes on Gardening, part 467, colon, the rooting speed of marigold cuttings.
Catchy.
Yeah, so catchy, right?
Uh-huh.
From kianmeng.org,
Nice.
published March 5th, 2025.
Okay.
The author, this guy, he calls himself an old software plumber, which I love.
I love that.
And he really got you thinking about how easy it is to propagate marigolds.
He did a great job comparing that to his experiences with chrysanthemums.
Yeah, he did.
And he made a really good point there.
Yeah, so it sounds like, marigolds have this like superpower where they just root way faster from cuttings than chrysanthemums.
Right.
And it's not just like, he's saying this, it's like he's got the photos to prove it.
Yeah.
Like in the blog post, he shows all these marigold cuttings just thriving. Even after like days of being, snipped and just stuck in the soil.
That's amazing.
It's like they want to grow.
They do. They're so resilient.
Yeah.
It probably comes from just them being adaptable, like in general.
Oh, interesting.
Marigolds can tolerate a wider range of conditions than other, fussier plants.
Like chrysanthemums, he mentioned?
Especially chrysanthemums. Those are a little more particular.
So even if you're like, not the best gardener,
Yeah.
marigolds might be a good place to start.
Absolutely. They're super forgiving if you're just starting out.
Okay, cool.
But even experienced gardeners can learn something from this author's, little mishap.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Remember when he accidentally left his marigolds in the shade?
Oh, yeah. The leggy stems.
The leggy stems.
Yeah, I've totally been there.
I think we all have.
Like with some of my plants, like what does that do to the cuttings though?
So those long, weak stems, from being in the shade,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to be as good for propagation. They just don't have the same, energy, the vigor as a nice, healthy, compact stem.
So it's almost like a chain reaction.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it shows that even with a tough plant like a marigold, you still got to, understand what it needs.
Right. It's not just sticking it in the ground and hoping for the best.
It's true.
There's some actual technique involved.
There's definitely some technique. And that's where the comparison to chrysanthemums gets really interesting.
Okay, how so?
So the author points out that chrysanthemums need a much more controlled environment to root from cuttings,
Okay.
especially when it comes to humidity and temperature.
Okay, so what kind of humidity and temperature are we talking?
Chrysanthemums, they love humidity,
Yeah.
ideally between 60 and 70%.
Wow, okay.
Temperature is also crucial.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit to root properly.
Okay.
Now, marigolds, on the other hand,
Yeah.
they're much more tolerant of changes in both of those things.
That makes me wonder though, do those like ideal chrysanthemum conditions, do they need to be like kept up even after the cuttings have rooted?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
And it's not something the blog post really goes into.
Hmm.
It would be interesting to look into that more,
Yeah.
the long-term care for both species.
I think we could all learn a lot from just comparing these two seemingly, simple flowers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about those little nuances, the whys and the hows behind their success,
Mm.
or, in the case of the shaded marigolds, the occasional setback.
Yeah, the shade really did those marigolds dirty.
Dude.
Poor little guys. But hey, at least it's a good lesson for us.
Exactly. A good lesson for all of us.
Yeah. All right, so we've talked about, marigolds being pretty chill
Right.
and chrysanthemums being a little bit more like divas
Yes.
when it comes to like their environment.
Exactly. And that actually relates back to the speed of rooting thing we were talking about earlier.
You mean like how the marigolds just take off and the chrysanthemums need more, help?
Exactly. So now think about this from a gardener's perspective.
Okay. I'm putting on my gardening hat.
All right, you want to expand your flower beds or maybe share some cuttings with friends.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love a gift of flowers, right?
With marigolds, you could have a whole bunch of new plants ready to go really quickly.
Okay.
But chrysanthemums, you got to be more patient and pay more attention to those ideal conditions.
So it's like marigolds are the instant gratification of the plant world.
Kind of, yeah. They're very accessible, and that can be encouraging for new gardeners.
I bet. Yeah.
When you're able to successfully propagate a plant, especially from a cutting, it gives you confidence.
Yeah, you feel like you're really like, in tune with the whole growing process.
It's empowering, and when you have a plant like a marigold that's so easy to work with, it makes you want to try other things,
Oh, that's cool.
like other propagation techniques or plant varieties.
And that ties back to the listener's interest in plant diversity, too,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's not just about having a ton of marigolds.
Right.
It's about understanding how to propagate things successfully and then applying that to different kinds of plants.
You got it.
Awesome.
The author's experience, even with his, shade problem,
Yeah.
it's a great lesson in understanding what plants need.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like he accidentally gave us a control group,
Oh, right.
the shaded marigolds to compare to his healthy ones.
Cool. So we can actually learn from his mistake.
Exactly.
That's a good way to look at it.
And by looking at those differences, we can start to figure out how other plants work too.
Even the tricky ones, like the chrysanthemums.
Especially those.
This is what I love about gardening,
What's that?
It's like we're detectives trying to solve a mystery.
I like that analogy.
We're trying to crack the code of plant propagation.
I love it.
And with every cutting that works, with every plant that thrives,
Yes.
it's like we're getting closer to solving the puzzle.
Absolutely.
It's so cool.
It is cool.
So we've been talking about how amazing these simple marigolds are.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we kind of forget about them.
It's easy to get distracted by the exotic stuff.
Right. Or the plants that are hard to grow.
Yeah, the challenging one.
We just want to conquer them.
Yeah, we want to be the best.
Yeah, but this deep dive is reminding me that there's so much we can learn even from the plants we see every day.
Absolutely, and especially when we think about the bigger picture.
Which brings us back to that question you asked before.
Ah, yes, the ripple effect.
The ripple effect of marigolds.
Of marigolds.
So how do you think the fact that they're so easy to propagate and so adaptable and just I don't know, they just seem to love growing.
They do.
How does that affect gardening in general and plant diversity?
Yeah.
Especially in different climates,
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, imagine a world where marigolds are easy to find and share.
Okay.
And they grow well in a bunch of different places. They're kind of like a gateway plant, like we said before.
Yeah.
They get people excited about gardening and propagation.
Yeah.
About the whole idea of creating life from a simple cutting.
Yeah.
And that excitement can then spread to other areas of gardening.
Okay.
Suddenly, those more difficult plants,
Yeah.
like our friend the chrysanthemum, they don't seem as intimidating anymore.
Right, because you've already had success with the easy stuff.
Exactly. It's like if you can grow a marigold, you can grow anything.
Yeah.
And that leads to people trying new things.
Uh-huh.
More diversity in gardens.
Oh, cool.
More appreciation for how plants all connect.
It's almost like marigolds are little ambassadors for the plant world.
That's a great way to put it.
Spreading the joy of gardening.
Spreading the joy.
Yeah, and maybe even their toughness, could teach us something about gardening in places where it's hard to grow things.
That's a really interesting thought.
Yeah. Could marigolds be the key to having green spaces in areas where other plants struggle?
It's possible.
Yeah. Could they help us keep plant diversity as the world changes?
That's worth thinking about for sure.
It is. Yeah. And who knows, maybe our listener will be the one to figure it out.
Maybe so.
So to our listener, we encourage you to really embrace the marigold,
Yes.
experiment with how to propagate it, and then tell us what you discover.
Share your knowledge.
Yeah, let's all tap into that marigold magic
Yeah.
and make a world where gardens are even more amazing than they already are.
I'm all for that.
Me too. All right, that's it for this deep dive on marigolds.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
So we've got this, this contrast between marigolds being super chill
Yeah.
and chrysanthemums being kind of like divas
Total divas.
about their growing conditions.
Right. And that, like you said, ties back to how quickly they root.
Oh, yeah. You mean how marigolds just zoom ahead and chrysanthemums are like, wait a minute.
Slow and steady wins the race.
But not in this case.
Not with rooting, no.
So, okay. Imagine you're a gardener.
Okay.
You're out there. You want to, make your flower beds bigger. Or maybe share some cuttings with your friends.
Right.
Everyone loves getting plants. With
Wow.
marigolds, it's like, boom, you've got a whole new batch of plants.
Exactly.
Ready to go in no time.
Instant results.
Yeah, but with chrysanthemums, it's like,
You got to be patient.
yeah, you got to really baby them.
Pay attention. Make sure they're happy.
It's so funny because it's like marigolds are the instant gratification plant.
That's a good way to put it.
It's like, I just need to see results.
You need that instant reward.
And marigolds are like, here you go.
Exactly. And that makes them perfect for new gardeners.
Oh, totally.
Because, when you're starting out
Mm-hmm.
and you see a cutting plant actually grow roots and become a new plant,
Yeah.
It's such a confidence boost.
Oh, yeah, it makes you feel like a plant wizard.
You feel connected to the process, you know?
Yeah, like you're really doing something.
It's empowering. And when you have a plant that's like so eager to cooperate,
Like our friend the marigold.
like Marigold, exactly.
It makes you want to try more things.
Yeah, you're not afraid to experiment.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe try different propagation techniques or even like
How cool.
different plant varieties.
So it's not even just about like the marigolds themselves. It's
Well,
like they open a door
exactly.
at this whole world of plant possibilities.
And that ties back to, our listeners' interest in plant diversity.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not about just having a million marigolds.
That's about understanding the bigger picture.
Yes, learning the hows and whys of propagation.
So you can apply it to any plant you want.
Any plant. And, even the author's little accident with the shade.
Oh, yeah,
That's a valuable lesson, too.
it is.
It's like he accidentally gave us a control group.
Oh, that's true.
Shaded marigolds compared to the healthy ones.
So we can see what happens when things go wrong.
Exactly. We can learn from his mistakes.
And then hopefully avoid making them ourselves.
And by understanding those differences,
Yeah.
we can unlock the secrets of other plants, too.
Even the fussy ones.
Even the chrysanthemums.
This is what I love about gardening.
What's that?
It's like we're plant detectives.
Plant detectives. I like that.
We're solving mysteries.
We are.
Figuring out the clues.
Exactly. And every time a cutting roots,
Yeah.
every time a plant thrives,
It's like we're one step closer to solving the case.
we're cracking the code of plant propagation.
This is so much fun.
It is fun.
It's funny how we can just like overlook those simple plants like marigolds, you know?
Right? We always want the rare and exotic stuff.
Yeah, it's like we want the challenge.
The harder the better.
But this whole deep dive has been like a good reminder
It is.
that we can learn so much from the plants we see all the time.
Absolutely. And especially when we think about the bigger
And,
impact.
oh, yeah, that reminds me of the question you had before.
Right. The ripple effect.
The marigold ripple effect.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, how do you think that whole easy propagation thing and how adaptable they are and how much they just want to grow,
Incredible.
How does that affect gardening practices and plant diversity, especially in different climates?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, imagine a world where marigolds are super easy to find
Okay.
and everyone's sharing them
Yeah.
and they're growing in all sorts of conditions.
Okay.
It's like they're the gateway plant.
Right. Like we were saying.
They get people hooked on gardening,
Uh-huh.
on the whole idea of propagation,
Mm-hmm.
making new life from a cutting
Yeah. And then that excitement spills over.
right into other areas of gardening.
So then those harder plants,
Yeah.
like the, chrysanthemums and stuff.
Those divas.
Yeah, they don't seem as scary anymore.
Exactly.
It's like you've already had success with the easy stuff.
Yeah, you've got the
Be
confidence.
like, I can grow anything.
Bring it on.
And that leads to people trying more things,
Absolutely.
more diversity in gardens.
More interesting plants everywhere.
It's like marigolds are little ambassadors
I love that.
for the plant world spreading the joy of gardening.
Spreading the joy.
And maybe their toughness,
Mhm.
can help us learn how to garden in those tougher places.
That's a really fascinating thought.
Yeah, like could marigolds help us create green spaces in areas where other plants struggle?
It's possible.
Could they be the key to keeping plant diversity as the world keeps changing?
Those are great questions.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe our listener will be the one to find the answers.
Maybe.
So to our listener out there, we encourage you to really embrace the marigold,
Yes.
experiment with propagating it,
See what you can learn.
and then share what you discover with the world.
Spread the knowledge.
Let's all tap into that marigold magic
Absolutely.
and make the world even more full of amazing gardens.
I love it.
Me too. All right. That's it for our deep dive on marigolds.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye for now.